Welcome to the King Anton Action Figure Podcast, where we specifically made this podcast to sell the King Anton action figure. I'm your host, Tom Admont, and I'm a dickhead. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to talk about the NHL playoffs, what I just saw, what I thought. I feel like a dickhead doing this. I just did one of these recordings earlier, but I don't know if I'm going to upload it or not. This one could be the first one, or the other one could be the first one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People will listen to it. It doesn't matter. The best game tonight was Panthers Lightning. Bobrovsky versus Vasi was nuts. That save Bob made was nuts. That whole second period was nuts. Third period felt like overtime. So that was a great game. I'm glad Florida closed it out. I hate Tampa. I hate Cirelli. Cirelli's such a fucking cocksucker. Stamkos diving on Bob's, like, a bunch of cocksuckers. Kucherov bitching like Crosby as a rookie. I hate Tampa. Rangers Capitals. I really thought Capitals were gonna score at the end there, but they're in the playoffs. That's good enough for me. When they were trying to get that point to get in, or the 2 points to get in, I actually found the fucking 2018 DVD at the dollar store and I bought it, and I had it going while I was writing. And I think it was good luck because they got in. But, I haven't been able to watch that DVD, so maybe I got to start watching that DVD again so that they can start winning. But I watched more of the Panthers Lightning game than the Rangers Capitals game. The whole game was mostly Rangers dominating, and I can't stand the Rangers, so if that's going to be the case, I'm not going to watch it. I don't know. What's it called? Colorado. I didn't think they were playing that great. Plus, the Panthers were in overtime, so I was watching the Panthers Lightning game over the Colorado Avalanche game, and Colorado was looking slow in the beginning, so I kept watching Tampa, Florida, Florida. That's the actual real place. But yeah. The reason why I'm disappointed in the Canucks tonight aren't because they lost, but it's because I like the Canucks. They're one of my favorite teams. But okay, Avalanche and Panthers too. And Capitals. I like all four of those teams. But I wanted to watch Vancouver because it's been a while since they were in the playoffs, and Colorado's looking slow, so I was worried that Winnipeg was going to take over. I turned the Colorado game off and put the Canucks game on because I hate flipping through games. I'm not Shannon the hockey guy. I don't watch every game at once. I'm not a psycho like that guy, but I love that guy. So, yeah, I like to I just made dinner. I wanted to watch fucking hockey, so I put one game on. As soon as I fucking did that, Colorado was up 4-2 by the end of that period, and I missed all of it. So I turned it off after Scheifele scored, and then I put on the Canucks game, and that was probably the biggest mistake of the night, cause I missed a way better game. The Canucks Predators game. They need Demko back. I think they're still in it, but man, they need Demko back. They just play with nuts when they have that guy. Rangers Capitals. It would be hilarious if the Caps came back and did what New Jersey did last year to New York this year, and New York gets it twice. That would be amazing. Florida, Tampa. I mean, when Tampa gets to play their game, they really fuck shit up. That's what I hate about Tampa so much. Bennett got injured. I think Forsling got injured. I don't know if anyone else got injured or not, but it always seems like they always get to fucking injure people, and they never. Like Sorelli got hurt, but he was back, but Bennett wasn't. So they do this thing where they like fuck someone up, and then they don't have to pay for it ever, and they have. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. And why? Who does? They already won. They won not that long ago. They already won. They've been there. That's why I was watching the Canucks, because I've seen the Avalanche in the playoffs a lot, and the last time I got to see the Canucks was fucking 4 years ago. So I went to watch them, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Next time I watch the games and they're on, I'm gonna do the split screen. I watch it on my computer so I can cut up the windows, and I had all three games going on once. I had the Florida game on big, and then the Jets Avalanche, and then Canucks Predators on small. But you could barely fucking see the other two games, and I don't know. I watch my games also on a fucking shitty Walmart projector. I plug my laptop into the fucking computer, or I plug my laptop into the projector, and then I just got internet, so I've just started to actually be able to watch fucking hockey in my apartment. I've been watching highlights all regular season and listening to Chicklets and THG to know what the fuck's actually going on, because I couldn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it on my phone because I write. That's what I do when I get home. I write books. I try not to do anything else unless I have to. I come home, I sit down, and I start writing shit, and then I'll watch hockey during lunch the next day. That's what I usually do, and I play hockey once a week, so I'm tapped into the puck. But this is the time of year where I sacrifice a little bit extra just so I can watch hockey, because this is the best time of year to watch it. And then it's gonna be gone for months, so I can keep working then. I just really don't want to lose my spot where I'm at now. In my book. You think reading a book and then putting it down and then reading it again is hard? Try doing that in writing one. It's fucking way harder. But anyway, we're here to talk about hockey tonight. I plan on also at some point getting like an Elgato and playing NHL 14 and like Dead Rising. Whatever games I have in here, I'll play. I also have GameCube, so I can play that. So once I save up some money, I can, because I don't want this just to be me talking with whatever the fuck is gonna be on the screen. I want it to, I like video game channels, and I like when people talk over them. So I want to make that. It's like free going to sleep shit. I want to make something where you can go to sleep to and enjoy it, but also watch it at the same time. Like literally every good YouTube channel out there. I'll name names. Oni Plays, Red Letter Media. We'll put in the greatest free YouTube series. Sonic for Hire is number one. If you don't like Sonic for Hire, I don't know what to tell you. Red versus Blue, Duckman. And I'm sure there's some other ones, but I don't fucking need. We're here to talk about hockey. And the biggest disappointment of the night is that I missed that Avalanche comeback. I shouldn't even say comeback, because they were still. It's 2-0 game. They were still in that shit. They're Colorado. I knew some. I don't know, because I was watching them. I was like, I don't know if Colorado has it. They look like shit. They played like shit, kind of. Like Georgiev fucking proved himself tonight. So I don't know. I want to watch the Canucks. What can I say? I like the Canucks. But yeah, I watched the main game I watched tonight was Florida Lightning. I thought that was the best game of the night anyway, so I'm glad I watched that one. It was nice and close and mean. I just wish Sam Bennett didn't get hurt. I love that guy. But yeah, I think I think it's gonna be tough for Vancouver going into Nashville the next game. I think it's gonna be tough for. It's definitely gonna be close to impossible for Washington to come make this into a series. Panthers Lightning that can go. That's like I don't even know how to predict that next game because Tampa could just play one of those games where they're down 4-0 and all of a sudden they're up 6-4 with 10 minutes left in the third period and they've injured two people. I could see them playing that. Toronto somehow escaped that last year. Compared to literally every person I think Tampa played to get to those cups, including the cup run against Colorado. Colorado just the reason why I was so down on Colorado is because they're missing it feels like they're missing a shit ton of people still, and they have so many holes on their lineup. So I hope I think Georgiev played good today, but I think they're gonna need another goaltender in the off season. I don't see Landeskog. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but I don't see him, so they're gonna have to get another center. Easier said than done, right? Middlestat looked good, so that Bowen Byram trade doesn't look too bad. I still like Bowen Byram going to Buffalo. I think that's really cool. I like Buffalo a lot. I wish they had a good season last year. I'm not a Buffalo fan, so I can kind of cut them some slack. But if I was a Buffalo fan, it'd be really disappointing. My Habs. Let's talk about the three Atlantic teams that didn't make the playoffs: the Habs, the Senators, and the Red Wings. I like the Habs. I've always liked the Habs. I've always loved Carey Price. That 2021 Cup run was amazing. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs next year. I think Detroit's gonna make it. Over all this bullshit that was going on at the end of the season, we'll see about Philly. Who knows with them, but we'll see with Pittsburgh too. Because I was kind of surprised they were even in it that late. Because from what I was hearing, they were dog shit all fucking year. And they're old as fuck. They're like the Islanders. They're old as fuck. When I think of old teams, I always think of the Penguins, the Capitals, and the Islanders. I don't know if the Islanders make the playoffs next year. Well, I don't. That's the hard part with the Islanders is because they got Patty Waz their coach now, and I can't see that guy missing the play. I don't care what the fuck happens or who he has on his team. I don't see them missing the playoffs. I think if he stuck around Colorado, he would have been fine as their coach. Maybe they would have won sooner or not if they had fucking Wah instead of Bednar. Who knows? Honestly, if I don't know. I think Rick Tocchet is I was gonna say something about Bruce Boudreau, but Rick Tockett's definitely the guy who should be coaching. Yeah, the news today: Lindy Ruff got picked up by the Sabres. I think he's gonna do that for a year or two, and then fuck, my ass is itchy, and then retire. That's what I think. And I think that I'll go through the line on quick predictions on stuff. Leading forward in the playoffs. This is way more hockey in depth than the recording I did earlier. It was more abstract and more about the books. I really went off on a tangent. And I'm not saying as many bad words here as I did there. But I think the Stars are going to pull a Dallas Stars 2023 in the first round this year. I texted my buddy that already. I think he's a Stars fan. I was texting him last year, and he went to the game where Jamie Benn had that cross check, and then the fans started throwing shit on the ice. Like fuck Dallas. Fuck them. I don't want Vegas to win either. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that matchup because it's like Florida and Tampa in the first round like that. Like you want that second round. Like make Florida play Toronto in the first round. Get them the fuck out of here. Or have Florida play Boston again. And then Tampa has revenge on fucking Toronto, the good guys. Neither of them are good guys. Why would I say that? I hate Toronto. I hate Tampa. I hate Dallas. I hate Vegas. I don't hate Vegas. I'm sick of them. They're too good. They've been in the league for fucking 5 years. I'm already sick of them. I don't know who I'm sick of more, Vegas or the Houston Astros. I feel like I see Vegas in the conference final every fucking year. It's so fucking annoying. But, you know, it was nice when they didn't make the playoffs. That was nice. But, Oilers, Kings, why the fuck would I want the Kings to win? Why? They won 2 cups in my lifetime. I don't want to see them win. And they don't have any like showstopper, superstar like who's their guy? Byfield? That guy, like, okay, like Bedard. I'm a Blackhawks fan. I'd rather watch the Blackhawks lose with Bedard than the fucking shitty LA Kings. Like, I'm not a fucking LA fan. I'm not from there. I've never been there. I hate the Lakers. I like the Dodgers now because they have Ohtani, but before that they can suck my fucking nut hair. Yeah, no, fuck LA. Fuck the Kings. They won. I don't need a root. It's same with Boston. Like fuck Boston. Fuck Toronto, but at least Toronto hasn't won shit. But they're annoying as fuck. But fuck Boston. They're like Toronto of America, except they've won, and they've been to 3 cups. So like they're really good, but they just have like shitty media and they're fucking mean, fucking annoying. We beat them in the cup, so like fuck them and Philly. Like, you know, like they don't got shit on us. We beat them in the cup. They had Pronger on their team with Philly too. So Philly was stacked on that 2010 team except for their goalie, but we had Niemi, so it's like, you know, but the Hawks were stacked too. So like both of those teams were pretty stacked. Same with the Bruins in 2013. That team was stacked. Blackhawks were stacked too. I mean, all those Blackhawks teams that won were I don't know. I feel like teams feel different to me as I get older because those teams felt like they had Bufflin on the 2010 team and like all those other guys. Like, come on. They were so good. Yeah, I don't want to see... Like, people probably feel like that about the Blackhawks. But I don't give a fuck 'cause I'm a Blackhawks fan. And, you know, they win at least when they go to a cup final. They don't lose like Boston. They lost to the Blues at home. How do you do that? But, yeah. I'm not a fan of Central Division teams unless they are the Avalanche or Coyotes. But the Coyotes are gone, so you know, that was my first out of town game I've ever went to. I saw the Coyotes play the Kraken at Gila River when they had Phil Kessel. They had a good first 2 periods and they came out in the third period and they played like fucking the worst fucking hockey I've ever seen in my life almost. They were really bad at that point. But I was after that game I was bought in 100%. I was like, I didn't even expect to like the Coyotes. I came here for a totally different reason. I wasn't even gonna go to the game. I went to the game and it just won me over. And now they're gone, so at least I have the Blackhawks and the Canes. I'm a Canes fan. So, The Canes are awesome, so I can't really complain not having Arizona. They're not my hometown team. They're a team I like, but I'm still gonna like them as Utah, even though I can't. I'm not gonna go to Utah to watch a hockey game unless I'm in town. But when the fuck am I gonna be in town in Utah in my foreseeable future? Am I gonna become a Mormon? Hell no. Fuck that. I'm not going outside. I'm not playing 127 hours to go over there. I'm not gonna watch a game there unless unless it just falls in my lap that I go over there. I would have gone. I wanted to go to the Mullet. The whole reason why I went to Arizona is because I thought they were at the Mullet, but I was a year off, so I went early. But even if I saved my money and went the next year, I wouldn't even have gone the next year when they were there because my whole life was totally different and I didn't have time to. So, it's whatever. I never got to go to the Mullet, but it's whatever. It would have been cool to see like the Coyotes play like the Oilers or the Capitals or something. I could have seen like Ovechkin or McDavid in like a smaller setting, cause I like to go to concerts like that too. That's why I like comedy shows in a club versus like an arena. What the fuck am I going to a comedy show in an arena? Seems so dumb to me. I've never been to one, so I can't even comment. But arena shows are cool for music if you're like right in the front, and then you like look back and look at the whole arena. You like feel like an ant amongst like an anthill, whatever the fuck. But I feel like a bee in a beehive. That's how I felt when I saw Gorillaz front row, and I did some acid, and it was really good. It was one of the best shows I ever went to. I don't know why I brought that up, but yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot what I was talking about with hockey. But yeah, I don't like what I was saying is I don't like Central Division teams. Except for the Blackhawks. I like the Wild too, actually. I don't hate the Wild. I don't hate them, but I thought tonight's games were pretty good. That Canes game yesterday was amazing. I thought that was a really good game. I thought the Panthers Lightning game was probably the best game of the night. Tomorrow is Toronto, Boston, and then Dallas. No. I don't fucking know. You type in the shit on Google and like nothing you ever want pops up. Let me see. Yes. So yeah, it's Boston, Toronto, Dallas Knights, Oilers, Kings. I'm most excited for the Toronto Boston series. I don't know what it is, but Toronto just makes playoff hockey so fucking interesting. As much as I hate them and can't stand them, Austin Matthews is just so fun to watch. I hate Marner. I can't stand Marner or Tavares. And Nylander pisses me off too. I like watching Nylander play, and he's good. Same with Marner too, but it's like they're seem like the biggest tools. They seem like I like Justin Bieber better than those. Like I think Justin Bieber seems kind of cooler. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fucking idiot. That's definitely an L take. If I've ever heard one, cause I'm a fucking idiot. I'm not afraid to admit that. It feels good to be stupid, rather than smart, cause you don't have to worry about shit. That's how I feel. I don't claim to know everything. I feel like I don't know shit about hockey compared to a lot of people. Like I can't watch. I don't have more than one TV to watch this shit. If I was smart about it, I would have had all the games on at once. But I don't like. I want to watch a full screen game. Like I go to work all day. I deal with what I gotta deal with at work. I have a really good job, but I deal with what I gotta deal with like when I get home, when I'm at work, and then when I get home, I want to fucking watch a game. I don't want to watch 3 games at once. I want to watch one. Is that a crime amongst nature? Is it a crime against nature for me to steal games that aren't televised on TV or blacked out? That's why I don't even watch. I don't even bother using my Max to watch hockey. I could have, but I don't because one, it's on my phone screen. I don't want to watch a game on my phone screen unless I have to. And two, I could have watched it on my laptop, and two, they black out games on Max for regions. So what the fuck am I paying? Like, imagine if I like purposely bought Max just to watch hockey, and then I can't watch hockey, and I'm like, great, what am I gonna watch instead? Oh, I can watch cartoons or Curb Your Enthusiasm or Sopranos. Cool, but I can't watch hockey. Thanks. That's what Max is good for, is cartoons, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Sopranos. Couldn't tell you anything else to watch on there off the top of my head. I know I mostly use it for South Park right now. I just got around to watch those new. They're not new anymore, but they were new. I'm gonna hit this real fast. Give me 1 second. Great, now I forgot what I was gonna say. But I was talking about HBO Max or some shit. And yeah, I only use it for I watched the new South Park fucking specials with the Mr. PP stealing the Stream Wars. I thought the Stream Wars was really good. I need to watch it again. Cause like, I'm baked, and he writes in a lot of there's a lot of plot in that shit. I wasn't expecting what it was. I was like, oh, this is gonna be Randy as a Karen. Is this the one that Randy's a Karen? But it was. I was not expecting the Cartman with tits thing. The way it played out, I've totally forgot that though. I didn't even. I haven't paid attention to. I don't have Paramount Plus, and I think by the time that shit came out, I was in my apartment and I couldn't watch it, or something. I don't know. I just didn't watch it when it came out because I have to use my laptop and shiesty websites to watch cartoons like that. If I don't have it on Max or Peacock, so I didn't watch it. But the Cartman with tits thing, that shit was funny as fuck. I don't care if it was weird or whatever, Jeffrey Epstein-esque, but it was fucking hilarious. Trying to think what else happened in that shit. I need to watch it again because that shit was funny. I thought it was a good commentary too. It's on top of being funny. That's what everyone fucking like. What I said was a cliche right there. Of course, it's a good commentary. That's what they're known for. But I like the subject matter. I wish they had it on DVD, or they did DVD comment. I wish they did some sort of commentary still, or a fucking interview. There's no more fucking commentaries for their shit anymore. So I grew up listening to that shit. That helped me become a writer. Just hearing Trey talk about writing the fucking episodes, that gives that. Not only do I get like to watch the show, but I kind of like have an imagination for how like they make the show, and it helps me like with my writing and my production type stuff. And I miss that about their show, that I don't really get to experience the commentary anymore. When I moved to where I moved, I spent the whole ride, which was over 10 hours, listening to South Park commentary. I listened from season 4 to like 16 or 15. I don't think I listened, or no, I listened to season 3 to 15 because they don't have 2, and 1 is really boring because there's a lot of dead air, like this shitty show. If anyone's even fucking listening to this horse shit. But I like the recording I did before this was more informative about who I am and what this is. So if I release that, you'll get more information. But I'm not a fan of talking. I'm a writer. I don't like talking. I write my thoughts down instead of speaking them. I hate fucking speaking. Even though I speak at my gift at my job is my speech skills, but I don't know. This is I could talk. I feel like I could talk my way into some money with what I do, because I gotta work on the books, so I gotta do something to pump out on the regular, on the reg. Yeah. I'm such a fucking dick. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't care. I don't think I'm that funny. I don't think I'm the coolest, but I'm doing what I have to do. But, I wanted to do this cuz it's around the hockey season, and I have an excuse to talk about something right when I start the show. I feel like before I come and record, I'm always like thinking of stuff to say on here before I get on here, and I want to write it. But at the same time, like, this is just the cheapest, fastest thing I can do to get content. So it's like, I'm not going to try that hard. I'm going to try harder on, I don't know, maybe that's a shitty fucking way to look at it. But all the greats in radio I know of don't write their shit down when they go and talk. They're just they're genuinely just talking, and I like that about podcasting. Or I hate calling this podcasting. I hate calling this a podcast, because fucking modern comedians and celebrities and modern media have driven that word into the goddamn ground. Joe Rogan, but no, I love Joe Rogan. How can you hate him? You're a leftist if you hate Joe Rogan. But anyway, what I was actually saying is I don't remember. That's what's hard about this, is I'll talk about something and I'll just totally forget. And like, I've done that at least 3 times, I feel like, today, just now. And I'll try and backpedal. And instead of backpedaling, I should just keep talking. But whenever I'm listening to Come Town and Nick starts talking about something, I just blow past him, like, or Oni plays does that too, where they'll just talk about something and then blow past it, or like forget to talk about it. And that's just life. That's real. That's why I don't want to write shit down, because like, this is a challenge for me to like be able to have like a conversation with this is a challenge for myself to be able to have a conversation with myself. It sounds like such a libtard thing to say, but it is a challenge to come here and sit in front of a mic after going to work all day, talking to people, doing work stuff, and then coming home to talk to yourself. Like, I'm so glad I don't plan any of this shit out, or like have set fucking anything to talk about. Why would I want to do? Why would I want to put that much effort into this? It's a fucking it's fucking radio. You're supposed to just talk. I hate fucking planned out podcasts. they're gay. Like all this thought, all this. That's why Come Town is best, because it's just. And that's same with Opie and Anthony. Like it's not, like it was like high tech back then, but at the end of the day, it's just the audio. There's barely any video. Opie and Anthony, Howard Stern back when it was good was. See, I hate fanboying over this shit 'cause it's so dumb. It is so dumb. This is so dumb. Like just me talking. Like I could be working. I should be working on my books, but I have to talk about fucking my influencing in broadcasting. What a bunch of horse shit. What an absolute load of horse shit. You come to a mic and you talk. You either have it or you don't. 98.9% of every podcast that exists is like money laundering and like it's corporatization. I don't know what the fucking right word is. It's just a bunch of corporate bullshit. Whenever I see these podcasts, and now here's our sponsors. Like, it's podcasting. Why do you need sponsors? What do you? I understand why the Chiclets people do it, because they're Barstool and they like are like a corporation, and like, but why does Tom Segura need all this? Why does Bert Kreischer need a bunch of sponsors? What does he need? Like what does his podcast bring to the table? Besides showing Bert Kreischer, the world's dumbest man. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I always just think of the biggest podcasters. Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura. Joey Diaz is no longer one, but he was. I like Joey. I'd rather listen to Joey Diaz than Tom Segura or Bert Kreischer. Tom Segura is just don't like. Something I don't like about him. I don't know. Like I think he's funny, and like I'd probably like to talk to him, but I don't trust him. I don't like. He's got like something shifty about him. I hate that he's friends with Bert. Like I don't think he's his real friend at all. I don't know. I don't know the fucking people at all. I don't listen to these people. I don't watch their stand-up. I've watched Tom Segura stand-up once. I don't watch stand-up. I don't sit there and fucking watch stand-up. Why would I do that? Why would I do that when I can go watch stand-up in person? That's fun. Like, going to watch stand-up is fun. Watching stand-up on TV is fucking boring. This isn't 2010. That was fun when it was on Netflix for the first time. Now it is Netflix. Daniel Tosh's Happy Thoughts is funny. Nick Swartzen is funny. Norm Macdonald is funny. Tom Segura, Bill Burr, those guys are like they're Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. They're Hollywood guys. Like all these people are Hollywood people now. I don't know. I love Tosh. Tosh is one of my favorite comedians because his show is funny as fuck. He's funny. His stand-up's funny as fuck. He himself seems like a funny guy. He's very different. I feel close to him because I feel like if I was gifted like that, I would want to live a life where it's his show. He doesn't do the Twitter. He doesn't do the interviews. He's not on the podcast. His podcast is so funny. I love his podcast. It's so funny. And he doesn't interview these fucking clowns. These fucking minstrel show people. These cartoon characters. I like Theo Von. Theo Von isn't like... He doesn't make me LOL, but I just like the guy. I like Matt and Shane. They're chill. They're funny. Nick, nothing will top Come Town. It's just, it's the smelliest fucking wet diarrhea in a bottle. It's so funny. It's a miracle. That it is what it was. I don't really. That's the thing too. I don't listen to the Adam Freeland show. I don't. I don't watch it either. I can't stand Adam interviewing people. I can't. I can't do it. I'll go see them do stand up. I will. I would. I would if they were closer to where I live, and I didn't have to work all the time, and if I wasn't broke. It costs a lot to do anything anymore. Even to go an hour away from my house, it costs me like $100. And I like hockey too. Like let's bring it back to the beginning of the horse shit. I like hockey more than fucking Star Wars and Disney Plus and stand up and I don't know, I'm just saying I like more than popcorn. I like full blown meals more than popcorn. I feel like stand up is like popcorn, podcasts are popcorn. Live music is becoming I don't want to see any band. I can't think of one band. I'll name some bands that I missed, and it's Death Clock, Cynic. I miss Gorillaz. I would see that again. I missed a Men I Trust show I wanted to go to. I think that's literally it though. Like I can't think of any other fucking shows I would go fucking see that are in reach of me seeing, and like I wouldn't I listen to a lot of like really fucking pop music, but I don't know if I would go see like Britney Spears or Lady Gaga live, especially Lady Gaga. I think I would be sexually assaulted in that crowd. Fucking bunch of horse shit, but that's not the point of this conversation. What I was trying to say is that things I used to like, I don't really like anymore, but I do like them. Like I wanted to go to shows and stuff, but I want to play the shows and the instruments and be in charge of who's playing and stuff and who I'm gonna see. I don't want to go into town. Like even the town by me, it's like 5 minutes from. I'm like 5 minutes from the downtown area where all this shit's happening, and they have fun enough stuff for me to go out and do. But when I put it in the big picture, I can spend, however many dollars every weekend to go have fun, or I can stay at home and keep working and do that, because that seems way more fucking beneficial to me. But I don't know, I love sitting at home and writing my books. That's what I love to do. But I also like to go out too, so I have to do that. It's just I don't. If I had made more money, it'd be way more easier for me to be able to do things. But I don't make. I make enough money to survive, and I'm fucking. I don't think a lot of people my age are doing what I'm doing. I think a lot of people my age went to college and are doing either what they went to school for, or are just doing what I did when I turned like 19 or when I turned 18, like actually like going out and working for like. I bet you a lot of people that are my age are working in restaurants and serving and bartending and stuff. That's not a bad gig. It's just soul crushing. You make decent money at it. I'm way happier with what I'm doing now, but I'm not making fucking Prince and the Pauper type bucks, you know what I'm saying? But what's it called? I get enough money to where I need to live. I get enough money to not be homeless and keep doing what I need to fucking do, which is write my books and kill myself. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm not even funny. I'm just bored. That's a whole nother thing. Is like, not only do I not enjoy anything, I just get bored of everything. So what makes me happy is coming back to my apartment and working. I'm making just enough money where not only do I get to work for 8 hours a day, but I also get to come back home and work on whatever I'm doing. That's where my enjoyment comes from, is just being able to work. But I sound like a fucking goody two shoes, but it's true. I don't know how else to put it without sounding like a fag. It was, or like, I shouldn't say a fag. Does sounding like an ending of a South Park episode make you a fag? I don't think it should. But if you start Kyle Broflovskiing, they made a joke about that in the later seasons where everyone just like, dude, Kyle, no, stop with the speeches. But that's what South Park was. That's what they're known for. I don't know. That shows. That's my favorite show for sure. Like I said, I miss the DVD commentaries. I watched that. I watched the Stream Wars, and I watched the Panderverse. And the Kathleen Kennedy shit was fucking. That shit was funny as fuck. Where the fuck is Bob Iger? That shit was so funny. Where the fuck is Bob Iger? God, that shit was funny. Yeah, I don't want to end this shit. It's getting late. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow. I don't want to end this shit off of a South Park reference. I can do references all day. I'm gonna try and do impressions, but I suck at them. It's incredibly cringe to do a fucking impression while I'm sitting here holding a Sonic the Hedgehog McDonald's toy in my apartment by myself at 1:30 in the morning after screaming in my apartment all day watching hockey. I screamed when Bob made that save, and I pounded on my desk. I was sitting at my desk watching it on my laptop, and I screamed and pounded on my desk, and then texted my uncle. My uncle was a goalie. That might be the best save I've ever seen in my life. It has to be. I'm trying to think of some other saves. The Vasilevsky saves, the behind the back one's good. I'm sure. I'm thinking of like some Vasilevsky 6 saves. Carey Price. I'm trying to think of a Carey Price save off the top. This is hard to think of off the top of my head, but I know I can YouTube some, and I know which one's the best. The Holtby save in the finals. That was amazing. But I've seen those before. Like I've never seen someone do what Bob did. Like maybe besides like Dominic Hasek, but that's cliche to say. Everyone's seen him do that. I've seen the closest thing I've seen to what Bob did was what type of shit Vasilevsky does. Which is if Florida, I don't know if that's gonna happen if Florida sweeps Tampa, because I think Tampa has to win a game. I think if Tampa played how they're playing last year against Toronto, they would have fucking killed Toronto. I just think that Tampa was just tired last year, honestly. I think Tampa's way better team this year too. In the playoffs, I don't know about regular season. This is just the eye test. I do everything by the eye test mostly. Yeah, I'm not Shannon. I'm not the Chicklets guys. I'm not gonna be 100% plugged into hockey as much as I would love that. I would love to know every player on every team. I would love to watch every game. I'd love to have the time to do that. You know how much time that takes? I don't know. If I could do that, but my full-time job would have to be writing, because then I would need to have to write 8 hours during the day. And then when I'm done with that, I can watch as much fucking hockey as I want. But I have to release something to do that as a writer, and I haven't released shit. Instead of writing right now, I could be writing today. I did this shit. I don't know how long this is. Should be like close to an hour. I think I think I started this at. Yeah, I think I got like 10 more minutes left. Fuck. But I don't need to do a full hour. I can do whatever I want. I forgot what I was saying though. Yeah, I don't. Instead of recording this shit, I could be writing shit. But I'm not writing shit. I'm recording this shit. But who knows if this shit can be garbage? Like no one's gonna watch this shit. I'm not gonna set up a Patreon or anything. I just want to get something out there, you know. And there's gonna be, I don't know what the fucking visuals. I have some artwork. I guess I can put up as the visuals or make artwork. Artwork, quote unquote. It's just shitty Photoshop. At this point, that's all I'm good for. I don't need to make the abstract bullshit right now. When I have more time and money, I can do that. When I'm a rich and fancy, artsy fartsy homo living in fucking Lincoln Park or Wicker Park or Hyde Park or Oak Park or insert fucking other name here that is from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? When I could be, I just, by the way, I just itched. My ass is itching me. It's this fucking nut hugging underwear that I'm wearing. It's making me itch sitting on this shitty fucking chair. I'm touching my dick and balls and shit. I always touch my dick and balls when I'm at home. It's my house. And I want to touch, my dick is huge, so I touch it. And I'm not trying to say that, like, as a fucking flex or anything. Like, my dick is big. It's not like Mandingo or or Rico Strong, but it's like I don't even want to say. It's more racist to say the white guys, but yeah, I just smelled the in between part from my leg and it smelled like shit. So I'm gonna do this for 10 more minutes. See if I could fart anything out. I'm not good at making jokes. I'm not Cum Town. They just make shit up on the fly. I would need my friend to do. I need to get into a rhythm of this, cause it's easier for me to get in the rhythm of this. I don't even think I'm like that funny. Like to set up scenario. I don't have the confidence to set up fake scenarios out loud. I can't even think of. I know I've thought of them all day today or something. I thought of something really racist today. I'm not gonna say it. I can't even. Honestly, if I could remember, I don't even know if I would say it. But I can't even remember what it was. But I know it was racist. I know it was like. Fuck, I can't even remember what it was. Something's popping in my head, but I know it was something else. But, you know. I didn't mean to think it. Like, it just popped out in my head, you know? Does that not happen to people? Do people not have sick, twisted thoughts in their head during the day at work? Do people not think of that fucking Sopranos episode where Tony Staplegun's a guy? Isn't that the pilot? Do you not ever think of doing that to anybody during the day? Do you not think of, like, starting a cat and mouse chase during the day with somebody, or just yelling it in someone's face, telling them to fuck themselves, or calling a woman a cunt to her face? Do you ever feel like itching your ass while sitting on a desktop chair and then smelling what it smells like? Because you kind of like the smell? Because I like that. I like that smell. I'll admit that. It's better for me to admit that I like that smell than for Harvey Weinstein or the Chicago Blackhawks committing rape. Is that not fair? Is that not a fair opinion to have? Is that, I know it's extreme, but I'm just I like for all the dumb shit I know I'm gonna say, I've already said and I've already written down for all that shit, the racist stuff, the sexist stuff, inappropriate stuff, all that stuff. I'm not doing anything. I am living trying to live the most type of conservative lifestyle I can think of. While also not being a fucking tightwad. Um, no, I'm fucking smoking dope, and when I say dope, I mean weed. Smoking dope and watching cartoons. Watching the tranny porn every once in a while, every 3 months maybe, once in a while. Getting abstract with it, artistic. You can't keep it. You can't keep it too straight. I feel like, but you can't be too fucking weird. No, people think I'm a fucking retard. Good. I should be a retard. I write books. I'm not all there. I'm on my own fucking island. Created my own fucking destiny. I want to lift the Stanley Cup one day, but not as a hockey player. How do I do that? That's the type of thinking I have. I'm not trying to sound like Count Blackula, the YouTube video, where I just fucking spout all this hype shit and claim a bunch of shit. I'm just saying, like, I try and I like how Zach Hadel says, just like let your work speak for itself, and how he doesn't want to be seen and stuff. That like I totally feel that. I'm so deathly afraid to reveal who I really am, cause it's fucking inappropriate. I want to be straight up with that. I don't care about a lot of things, but I feel like I have the right to create. Like, actors do this all the time. They like 95% of them, those aren't their real names. Like, they're just they're fake people. Like, all these famous people get to be fake people. They get to have their little name. They get to have their little fucking gimmick and persona and all this shit. And then when they're behind closed doors, they're different people. Why the fuck can't I do that when but I'm just a normal person, so I can't do that. That's why. I already know why. I'm a fucking nobody. Who gives a shit about me? It is what it is. The best thing I can do is let my work speak for itself, and also do one simple thing to just hide my face, which is wear a mask. But people are gonna think that's cringe, but I don't do it because it's like, oh, I'm wearing this is like good style, or like this looks cool. The main reason why I do it is to protect my face. Like, I told a story, or I'm not gonna tell it again, but I told a story in the other recording, about me doing like street performing stuff with, I quote unquote street performing. Take what I take, just take whatever I say, not seriously, but not lying, but not, you know what I mean? I'm telling the truth, but if I didn't have my mask on, my life would have been fucking ruined. I would have been like posted on the Facebook watch page and shit with my face on. Fuck that. Like, that. I think I was on the Facebook watch page, but I was dressed as the fucking dumb costume. So it's like, thank God I was in the stupid fucking mask and robe, and my face wasn't out there, because, what if I never get a job because of that? Like, I'm not a professional writer. I'm not. I didn't go to school for this. Why would I go to school to be a writer? So I could be some kiss-ass journalist? I didn't go to school for this shit. At my school, it's like Quentin Tarantino's like, I made this movie and that was my film school. No, I sat in my car and got nothing and have nothing. So, um, I don't have anything yet. So, I'm worth nothing. I don't have a book done. I have it written. It's not done though. I have I have stuff that needs to be finished. I have plenty of songs that could be made. Um, I have an action figure that is for sale for $300 if anyone wants to buy it. Oh yeah, that's like the whole reason of this podcast is to promote the King Anton action figure. If you follow me at Super Silly on Instagram, you could see a picture of it. I will make a post of it and you will see it.